Okay, for today's homework, you'll be working on what we've been working, decimal fractions. Uh, Today's the 31st. You're going to work on the even numbers, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20 on a separate paper. I'm doing half of it right now with you, so that should be pretty easy. There's some notes here going from decimal to fraction, what to follow. Fractions to decimal, what to follow. Percents to decimal, what do you follow? Percents to fraction, what do you follow? I'm starting with these. So you have for homework 2, 4, 6, 8. And I'm going to give you an example of what to do, how to change the decimal to a fraction. I'm going to do 2 of them, you'll do 2 at home. Okay? On another paper, you're going to put here I'm going to do number 8. So number 8, they gave me 0.008. And they want me to change this guy to fraction. So I use a place value chart. That's what we use. On the left side, we have our units, which are our wholes. On the right side, we have our pieces. Tenth, hundredth, and thousandths. Okay? So we have no wholes, no units, so I'm going to put 0. We have a 0 there, so this guy takes up that place. 0 here takes up that place. 8 takes up that place. Then we check, it landed on the thousands, so I know my fraction is going to be out of 1,000. And the number that we're working with is 8, so that would go on the top. So the answer would be 8 thousandths. Now you should be simplifying this, but since we haven't learned how to simplify, or maybe you don't remember from 5th grade, we're stopping there. I will teach you how to simplify later on. Once I'm done, don't forget to box the answer. And you can come to the actual paper and transfer the answer here. The answer would be 8 out of 1,000. And box it too. That's not the right place, my bad. It's number 8. 8 out of 1,000. So I made a mistake. This is not the answer for this. It's over here. I'm doing number 8. Okay? Let me do one more. I'll do this one, the one that I screwed up right now. So number 2. I have space here. I think I can fit it in here. So number 2. Remember that the order does not matter from Rivera. As long as you circle the one you're working with, I'll be okay. So number 2, we have 0.8. I'll do a place value chart. We have units here, your wholes. Then we have your tenth, hundredth, and thousandths. 0.8, 0.8. Where did it stop? It stopped in the what? Tenths. So I'm going to put here tenths. There's an 8, 8 tenths. That will be the answer since I'm not making you simplify right now. But eventually we'll have to simplify this guy in simplest form. But right now we'll stop there, box. I can come back to my paper, the one that I messed up. It's 8 out of 10 rated. Not that. So that's what you're going to do now on your own for number 4 and number 6. You're going to use a place value chart to figure out what the fraction is. You don't have to simplify. The next one. The next one we have number 10 and number 12 for homework. I'm going to go ahead and do the harder one. This guy, number 10. We're going from fraction or mixed number to decimal. So I'm doing number 10. You're going to do number 12 by yourself. So I chose the harder one. So this one is a mixed number. This is again number 10. And to go from mixed number to decimal or from fraction to decimal, we divide bottom out. So I'm going to go ahead and 5 divided by 8. So you see that 1, we don't worry about him right now. He's already a unit. We worry about the fractional part, 5 divided by 8, and we're ready to go. So this will be 0, not enough. I add a 0 there, so it's 50. So 8 times 1 gives me 50. You don't know your times tables, you write them down here on the side. 8 times 1, 8 times 2, 8 times 3, and so on. If I don't know the times tables, too bad. Write them down on the side. I know the times table, so I know it's going to be 8 times 6. Now 50 minus 48 would be 2. There's a remainder, so we add more pieces. Now we have 20. 20 hundredths, because we're in the hundredth place now. Times what now? Times 2 now would be 16. Another remainder, so guess what? I'm going to add another 0. 48 times what? 8 times 5. So the fractional part of this mixed number is worth 0.625. But you see that 0? Don't keep it at 0 because we had a hole there. So this 1 is actually going to replace the 0 because we had units. So my real answer would be 1.625. That's how we change a mixed number to a decimal form. We're done with that one. We box all around. The way I did number 10, you're going to do number 12, but this one will not have a hole. So you will leave it as 0 point whatever. Again, that 0 does not stay there because we had a unit. So here the 1 replaces a 0, so it's really 1.625. Now that 1 was not there. If this 1 was not there, then the answer would be that 0.65. But because there's a 1, he replaces the units. The way I did number 10, you will do number 12. The next one. The next one will be 14 and 16. And they want me to change this from percent to decimal. So let me do 14, you'll do 16 by yourself. So 14. They gave me 8%. And how do I change a percent to decimal? I move twice to the left, the reversa, mami. So I'm going to put 8%, put your decimal at the end, because that's where it is. And I'm going to move twice to the left. 1, 2. The left is going this way. Okay? So my decimal would be right there now. So the answer would be point. There's a space there, so I'm going to put a 0.08. This is less than 100%, so I know that there's no holes. That will be the final answer. 0.08. I can transfer that. By the way, I forgot to transfer this one. Was 1.65. And the one that I just did, which is the 8%, it would have been 0.08. So to go from a percent to a decimal, we move twice to the left. Twice to the left. And you drop the percent because we're going from percent to decimal. So don't put the percent symbol because we're going from percent to decimal. You drop them. All these notes are on the top, guys. Move twice to the left. The reversa. Drop the percent symbol. You drop it because we're changing to decimal. The way I did number 14, you're going to go home and do number 12. I mean, number 16, my bad. Number 16. So 14, you have to do 16 now by yourself. Is 18 and 20, they want me to go from percent to fraction. From percent to fraction. Okay? So I'll do, I guess, number 18. We have the percent, 9%. We're not going to go the reversa here because we're not going to decimal, we're going to fraction. Percent always means out of 100.
Teachers, at this moment, please post your attendance. Thank you.
So percent always means out of 100. Anytime that you have a percent symbol, it means out of 100. What number do you see there? I see 9, so that will go on the top. So my fraction will be 900th. I'm done. Now, later on, you have to simplify. Now, this one is already in simplest form, so but later I'm going to show you how to simplify. But for now, that's all you're doing. When there's a percent, out of 100. So if I want to go from percent to fraction, it's always going to be out of 100. Again, the notes is here. Place 100 as a denominator, which is the bottom number. It's always out of 100. The way I did number 18, you're going to do number 20 by yourself. So that's today's homework. If you don't have internet, you better come and get a copy of this. So you have everything, step by step of what I expect you to do for the number 4, or number 6, number 12, number 16, 18, and 20. Okay? Hopefully you like the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
and ring the bell.
Exactly, and comment what? Below. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna try to open them. Okay.